Hey guys, welcome to the second video in the Raspberry Pi tutorial series. So in this video I'll show you guys how to use Raspberry Pi terminal commands and also what bash rc is and how to make your first Python program. So to get started, once you power on your Raspberry Pi for the first time, you'll get this little welcome to the Raspberry Pi window. So you'll just click through it, select your country, language, and time zone. So after that, you get the option to change your Raspberry Pi default password. You can either do that, I usually leave it the same. The default login credentials are going to be Pi for the username and Raspberry for the password. And I already connected it to a Wi-Fi network, so I'm going to skip this. And you can go ahead and update the software, but I'm going to skip that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is open up the terminal window, which is right on the top left over here. So with the Raspberry Pi terminal, you can pretty much do anything that you can do within the graphical user interface, but just through a command line. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to make a folder. So to make a folder, you type in mkdir for make directory, and then type in the directory name, let's say folder, and press enter. So after you do that, you can use the ls command to list all of the folders and files within your current directory. So I'm going to do that. So you see you have all the folders that are in this directory, and you can see that one that we just created, folder. So if you want to change directories or go into a new folder, all you have to do is type in cd, then the directory name, so cd desktop. So now we're on the desktop, and if we click type in ls again, you'll see that nothing shows up because there's nothing on the desktop right now. So let's create a folder on the desktop and then let's delete it. So we're going to do make directory, folder. You'll see it show up there. And to remove it, you do rm directory and type in the name, and just like that, it's gone. So there's a few other commands that you're going to want to learn how to use. The first one is Nano. So when we use Nano, you can either edit a file or create a new file. So I just type in Nano without a file name, so we're going to be creating a file. So let's just type in this is a text file. And to exit and save, we're going to hold Control and click X, and Y for yes. And now it asks us to choose the name of the file. I'm going to name it text file.txt. And as you can see, it shows up right there on the desktop. So another useful command is cat. So cat's going to list the contents of whatever file we specify. And we use cat text file, and it prints out this is a text file. So to navigate into the previous directory, all we have to do is type in cd and then ... So we went from the desktop back to our starting directory. So now we're going to edit our bash rc file to add an alias. And an alias is pretty much kind of like a nickname or a shortcut for a terminal command. So let's say instead of typing in cd desktop, I just want to type in D to go straight to the desktop. So I'll show you an example of how to do that. First thing you want to do is, you'll notice that if you check, you'll see that there is no .bashrc file here. That's because it's a hidden file, but we're still able to edit it through the terminal. So we'll type in nano .bashrc. So you want to scroll down. So I usually add my aliases here. So pretty much to do it, you just type in alias, whatever you want the alias to be, then equals the command that you want to shorten. So that's cd desktop. And that's it. So we're gonna hold Control and press X, save it, and click Enter. So after we save that, we're gonna open up a new terminal and type in D. And as you can see, it goes straight to the desktop without typing in cd desktop. So now, another thing I want to show you is how to create your first Python program. So you can do it one of a few ways. You can do it through the terminal, or you can do it through the regular desktop. So I'll show you through the terminal first. So let's type in nano program.py. Any Python program that you create, you want to add a .py at the end of it. And now we're in our Python program. So all I want to do is print hello world. And that's it. So I'll save that. And you'll see the Python program shows up on the desktop. And to run it, you just type in python program.py. And as you can see, it prints out hello world. So another thing you can do is use the Python shell. So in order to use the Python shell, you just type in Python, and there we go. So in the Python shell, you can pretty much write Python code and see it actually updating in real time. So I'll show you an example. I'll write that same line that I wrote inside that Python program. And as you can see, it instantly prints hello world. And to exit the Python shell, all you have to do is type in exit, open parentheses, close parentheses, and there we go. So the last thing I will show you is we'll just add a little bit of personalization to the Python program we made. This time I will edit it with the GUI. So I'll just right click it and go to Thani Python IDE. We'll change our initial print statement to what is your name? Then we'll create a variable, name, and make it equal to input. So input takes in input from the user. Then we'll print hello plus name. And that's going to print hello, a space, and then the name. And we'll save it and run. What is your name? Dexter. So that's it for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you guys next time.